one more of those before we do the other count. Absolute value of 4 minus 2x is less than 8. It's the absolute value by itself. What's followed? Less than, so we know it's an and, so what goes over here? Negative 8 is less than 4 minus 2x. 4 minus 2x, which is less than positive 8, so nothing different yet. So is the x by itself. We have to move first. The 4 is positive, so we have to subtract it. So negative 12 is less than negative 2x, which is less than 4. Divide by negative 2. So we get over here 6. What did we divide by? By what? Negative 2. What? Yes. Remember that. We divided by a negative. We have to flip the inequality this time. Don't forget that. Now, which side is our smaller number on now? The right side. So we want to flip that around. We want to flip everything to where we have the negative 2 over here. What your ending should always look like is this. Notice all of the problems we've done so far, when we got to the end, that's what we had. So that's what you need to have down here. You need to have your negative 2 less than x less than 6. We just flipped everything around to where it looks like all the other ones did. So we graph this one just the same then, between negative 2 and 6. Questions on the ands? Start at yours. Good with the ands. They are. If you pay attention and focus just a little bit, they aren't too bad. So these, then, will be, what sign is going to be between these? Greater than. Absolute value of 2x plus 1 is greater than or equal to 9. Let's just make it greater than so it's exactly like 10 a little bit. So your rule for these absolute value followed by a greater than you write an or inequality. Absolute value followed by a greater than, you write an or inequality. So again, that is a greater than sign, the one that you see in the middle there. If it's eating the absolute value bar, it is greater than. We all ready to go ahead here? So this is how you split these up. You write it exactly as it is without the inequality. 2x plus 1 is greater than 9. We didn't change anything there except no absolute value. 2x plus 1 is greater than 9. Or 2x plus 1 is less than negative 9. That's how you do the ors. The first one is exactly the same. The other one, you flip the sign and make it negative. Still good? So how do we solve this first one? Subtract the 1. So 2x is greater than 8. Divide by 2. X is greater than 4. Or you'll do the same steps over here. You'll just get a different answer. 2x is less than negative 10. So x is less than what? Negative 5. And then when you graph this one, remember you don't shade in the middle. Shade away from negative 5 and 4. Will these be open or closed? Open. And we shade this way. Open. And we shade that way. Good on that? Absolute value of 3x minus 3 plus 4 is greater than or equal to 10. Now the equal to part has nothing to do with whether you do an and or an or. What's the only thing that the equal to has any effect on? Closed or open circle. Makes no difference until that point, whether the line's under there or not. So is the absolute value by itself? So what do we have to move first? Subtract the 4. So absolute value, 3x minus 3, greater than or equal to 6. Absolute value by itself. Now, yeah. So we split this up. So what do we write on this first inequality over here? 3x minus 3 is greater than or equal to 6. So what's the only difference there? No absolute value. Or 3x minus 3 less than or equal to negative 6. Very good. Solve them both. What do we do first on the left one? Add 3. Add 3. So 3x is greater than or equal to 9. X is greater than or equal to 3. Over here, you do the same steps, just get a different answer. 3x is less than or equal to negative 3. So x is less than or equal to what? Negative 1. So this is the only one of these we've had so far. Negative 1 and 3, and they're both closed circles this time. And we still shade away from the middle. One more of these. Everything one up. Absolute value of 1 minus 2x is greater than 5. is the absolute value by itself.
Yeah, yes.
So we split it up. What's following the absolute value on this one? Greater than, so we write it exactly as it is. 1 minus 2x is greater than 5. 1 minus 2x less than negative 5. That's what we do first. So negative 2x is greater than 4. Divided by negative 2. What? So x is less than negative 2. Over here. X is greater than 3. So on these, when you divide by that negative, you don't really have to change anything at the end. Okay, just make sure you flip. You've got greater than negative 2, less than 3, you're going to end up with an and inequality, and that's not what you want here. So negative 2 and 3, both open, shade away. Good? Not bad. 40 through 60 on page 357.